So I won't say that I'm burnt out, but I will say that literally the only joke I wrote for the intro was I'm a sucker for genre. Not even genre blenders, it's just I'm a sucker for genre blender. Hello everyone guys, gals and non-binary pals, my name is Sam Harkin. So, Creature in the Well, it's a game that has been previously described as hack and slash meets pinball, except I will say that it definitely feels a lot more hack and slash than pinball. So here's the deal, there are glowing orbs and you paddle them around with increasingly powerful melee weapons. That's, the hack and slash part, which bounce off all myriad of bumpers and all kinds of stuff, which is, the pinball kind of side. It feels simple, but it quickly becomes a challenging kind of game that requires a lot of dividing your attention to keep up with everything that's going on around you. See, you're not only battering stuff around, but, it can kind of get charged up with kind of dealing damage energy, which, that shit gets crazy pretty quickly. The thing that I kind of like about this is that there's an element of control. So for example, in a lot of these scenarios, you are kind of presented a ball that kind of, just shows up on one part of the map. So you can choose to hit that one, you can choose to have, 5 going at once, which, will make you generate a lot of power really quickly and get through a level really quickly. But then you also have to deal with, the added challenge of if there's 5 different balls going on at once, then, that's 5 things that can, ricochet off stuff and cause all kinds of craziness. Now, this kind of is a bit diminishing as you go through the game, because more and more of the challenge kind of derives from you not having control of when stuff happens. It's just kind of flung at you kind of thing. Basically, when you get into the swing of things, it's a really good game, but there is a bit of a learning curve that we have to talk about. For example, when you die for the first time, you get kicked out of the temple / machine / whatever without any health, which was, just kind of generally fun. Just, I'm gonna run back into the temple and then get immediately killed. But because one of the things that the game won't tell you, but GameSpot reviews, and I guess this review now will tell you, is that you have to visit, there's a little healing pool near the entrance that you kind of have to go to first to heal up. And in a way, they kind of teach you through the gameplay, because they'll have these little alcoves that have the healing pools, and you go oh, what's that? Let's walk into that. Oh, it's healing me. But at the same time, I'm living proof that you can die before then. And in that situation, I had no idea what I was supposed to do. It's a robot. My instinct isn't, oh, there's a bunch of water. That will be good for my robot that has electronics in it. Also, while we're on the topic, if you could just, drop us back at the entrance of the temple with full health, so we don't have to make, a minute-long commute when I've lost a boss battle, because that doesn't really encourage me to keep going back to it. That just kind of frustrates me a bit, especially in the later levels where it's damn bloody impossible to beat those boss battles. Also, just to kind of go full disclosure, I did find a bug that kind of stopped me from progressing until I closed the game down and reopened it. I kind of, accidentally found myself trapped behind a wall I wasn't supposed to be trapped behind. Story and presentation, they do a pretty good job of supporting the gameplay. So in terms of the story, you're essentially a robotic engineer that has been tasked with fixing an ancient machine which has been seemingly destroyed by the titular creature in the well. So the game has kind of a Zelda-esque kind of style to it of, you're a small cog in this big machine, you gotta fight the big monster thingy. It's pretty standard, but, there ain't nothing wrong with that formula, I must say. And as for the presentation, I will definitely say it probably isn't super kind to people with visual impairments, because it can be a little bit hard to see the character because it's so small. But I think the way that they present it is, for someone who has all his visual faculties, it's pretty nice and simple. Orange stuff equals bad, which, you know, admittedly I'm like, oh, but orange is my favorite color. But, you know, it's pretty simple. Like, there's white stuff on black backgrounds. You got to hit the white stuff into the other white stuff to make the thing ding and whatever. So let's be honest, there are some issues with the game. The game needs to have better tutorials that explain everything. It has, you know, very minor bugs. I've hit one bug in several hours of gameplay, and it was just kind of, you know, reset the game and it works. So generally I really like it. I think the ideas are really cool. It takes a while to kind of get into the groove of it, but I think when you do, and it's really challenging, it's very interesting. It's a very much a attention based game. How much of your mental capacity can you kind of put behind each of the things moving around all over the place? And yeah, I mean, like, as someone who doesn't love, you know, hack and slash, I don't hate hack and slash, but, you know, I don't love it either. This was it was a really interesting way of twisting things, and I think even though it's very simple, it works really well. So that is the game, that is my review, that is my recommendation. Thank you all so much for listening and watching and everything. Sorry that I haven't been able to put out as many videos as I would like, but I am a video games programmer person at the moment, and that is quite a lot of work, which is very exciting. I'm hoping I might get to share some of that with you in the near future, but until then, we've got PAX right around the corner. Like, that's exciting. On lots of awesome videos, I will tell you all about that really soon. For the moment, please like and subscribe and comment, and I will see you all in the very near future. Bye.